Everybody, it's Cutting Up with T, and as always, I am here to give you guidance and resourceful content to grow yourself and to have the faith-driven mindset that you need to have to accomplish things within yourself altogether through life. Today, I want to dive into something a little different. I'm still within the same grouping of self-growth. However, I want to give 3 handy tips on how you can reclaim, evolve, and grow your mind in the year of 2025. Now, one thing that we don't really like to do is analyze our current state of mind and what we're currently doing within our lives. We don't like to reflect because sometimes the events within our lives pertain to negative things or they're not the best state of mind that we would like to get into. However, you have to be transparent and understand where you're at in this life and how you can affect and reflect to gain better knowledge of how to move forward. Whether it's a negative or positive, anything can be improved as long as you're putting in the footwork to develop yourself and reach an understanding that life waits on no one. The first, understand and analyze and see where in your life currently it may reflect an imbalance or inconsistency. Even if it's a day-to-day routine that you're not satisfied with or you're still feeling groggy in the morning, even those simple things that you're analyzing within your current state right now, you can change those things to better develop a better growth and emotional day as far as your emotions being pinpointed in the right direction for your day. And so, for example, if you hop up out of bed and you don't have your coffee, but that's a tradition within reason of health of yourself, you may feel a little thrown off. So it's the same sort of concept, hey, do I need to improve in this area? Do I need to improve here? Just black and white, write it down. These are 2 to 3 things or maybe even 5 things that I know that I can improve on for my day-to-day life to assist me with this. It doesn't just have to be tailored around yourself, but it can be within your health, your relationship, your outreach, your outlook, who you're involving yourself in, or what business ventures you have coming your way. Just get a solid listing of maybe 3 to 4 things within reason that you can definitely improve on, or things that you know right now in this moment need help. Number 2, you have to take actionable steps. Faith without works is dead. Once you identify those 3 to 4 things that need to be changed within your day-to-day, get a plan together to acclimate and to adjust those plans to better fit your now. You can create like a plan, for example. Maybe you want to do 30 to 45 minutes of, exercise every day just to, get your cardio up. Or maybe you want to have a better eating lifestyle. Even if you're changing 1 to 2 meals a day, that can keep the calories away. Also goes hand in hand with eliminating distractions. Certain people you may need to lessen the conversation with, and certain things you need to actually dive into actually as far as programs or outreach programs or mentorships that can give you guidance on what your next steps are to perfect your life even better this year. So on the spiritual side, you might want to spend a few minutes a day in prayer, or you may want to journal out things in with you in your day that helps you get through the day. So those are just some, tips there within itself to get you kind of jogging in the right direction of how to go about creating a plan of action, as they call it, to perfect your now. It's not going to necessarily be easy, but it is something that can definitely be attainable. And if you do it day by day within 30 to 60 days, you'll have a better result. One day is better than no day, and one day is always another day for improvement. Also, in this step of planning, as you go through the day by day or the week by week of your goals that you have set for yourself, you can actually sit down and regroup and analyze at the end of every day or every week, what progress have you seen within that current state. People think that progress often is over, maybe 2 or 3 years. You can make progress within 30 to 60 days just by changing your day-to-day habits, your eating routine, your get up and go routine, your morning routine, your breakfast, certain things in your day that you may alter to give you a better state of mind. Maybe the coffee is becoming too much with that sugar like it did for me. So I had to back out of it. It made me feel more energized actually, which is what we typically don't expect with cutting back on caffeine. But for me, for example, it allowed me to actually wake up and, get into my morning prayer and not have a headache and feel like, hey, I got to jump up out of bed and jump to my desk to complete my workday. Also, I always speak about my children. For example, getting them up from school in the morning. Sometimes, you might have that hour and a half time frame. Hey, I've been getting up at least 2 hours early just to regroup myself, although it's the morning time and I'm starting my day. I have to be well to present myself well to them in order for them to get up in a better spirit and be proactive proactive in getting ready to get to the bus and to go to school. So if you are a YouTuber, if you look at a lot of like media, social media, or you get into like the blogs and the gigs of this social media realm, you can also cut back on that. That will also affect and improve your sleeping as well as your meditation and how you kind of relax yourself after your family household is settled down. Remember that this is a process where you will continue to adapt. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be unfamiliar. Your body may even start to give off a, response, noticing that, hey, this routine is different. Maybe that clock is going off 30 minutes sooner. Or maybe, you notice the kids are extra happy. No one is upset about getting out of bed a little early because you feel refreshed. You feel ready for your day. You don't feel like, oh, yesterday I was tired and here it is again today. So within this, I want you all to be aware that you can always celebrate a win. If you completed 3 days of your new routine and it's going great for you, even if it's not the best, you can still pat yourself on the back and say, hey, one step is better than no step. I'm making some sort of improvement. Don't feel like this has to be such a vast, accelerated thing. This is on your time, but time waits for no one. Always remember that. Time is limited within our lifespan itself, respectfully. So within this, you can, like I say, regroup and like kind of analyze, like, hey, okay, although it was hard getting up, maybe 45 minutes even earlier, hey, I made an attempt. Does it work for me or does it not? Always celebrate your wins. Of course, the most important thing through anything you do within this life is consistency and adaptation. You have to adapt because day one is not going to be as easy as day 30, and day 60 is not going to be as hard as day 30. So, with that analogy there, just knowing that with the consistency and getting that into your daily routine and staying consistent, over time, this can manifest and boost you into your next realm of life in a sense of elevating and understanding who you are as a person. As I always say, you have to have the right mind to go into something, and you have to be fruitful in the word as far as doing what you're trying to do. This is not always easy. Sometimes we'll make a plan, we'll stick to it for maybe 2 weeks, and then we fall back. But this is where we have to have accountability. Big word, accountability. Always take accountability for your actions, but know that these small little steps or actions will demonstrate your need and your want for improvement, and this will also give you a good background on where you came from. And so this is where you can journal or just notate, like I said, just recapping your 3 days or recapping your week, just saying, hey, you know what, it might have been a little challenging Tuesday, but I noticed by Friday I kind of got in the swing of things. Even on the weekends, although most of us are not obligated to do a lot on the weekends, that is another time where we can kind of meditate, keep more time, or stay in bed in a sense, and develop our plan for the day before we just jump out of bed. And I'm not saying, when you wake up, you're worried about a notebook and piece of paper. We have kids, we have careers, we have businesses, we have endeavors that we are entitled to take care of. So I definitely understand that. But with this accountability portion, even if it's 5 minutes out of your day or right before you go to bed after your shower and tea, just start writing down your progress, and that will also hold you accountable because then you'll see the positivity that is brung for you and your family. And like I say, these are just a few steps, not all, of how you can manifest, regrow, and rebrand and take back over your life in 2025. As always, be blessed. Thank y'all.